Hope everyone's having a good one so far, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening for you guys. Right now, we're just about to start driving to my mom's school. We just got done with my work day, so hope everyone's doing well as we chill out, hang out until I'm at my mom's school, where I'll be ending it around there. Hope you guys are doing well. So, third third day for me, or first day? I mean, not first day. Second day with my A-day group, because for my school we do A and B day. We see for students, even sometimes today because they're roaming around or whatnot, or they are visiting with their friends and stuff like that. So with that in mind, just chilling out, hanging out as best as I can. Hope everyone's doing well, as we're just trying to figure out where things are for everyone. But we're just chilling out, hanging out, and stuff like that, as we're just getting from my school. The good news is that for some people that is almost Friday. For some of you guys, a part of the world that is Friday. Friday or late morning for you guys, depending on where we are. The weekend's almost upon us for those of us that enjoys weekends more than weekdays. But for me, I enjoy every day of the week because it brings something new to the table of what we do. So, with that in mind, if you guys want to chat about stuff, discuss different things, let me know. Sometimes I might be helping when I'm trying to figure out what else I want to talk about with you guys. Who knows for sure what will happen. But welcome in all the less. With that in mind, that's why if I'm silent, it's just because I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about, besides if I see you guys chatting about stuff in the chat. Just sometimes if there's a lot of traffic, I may not be able to look at the stream, so keep that in mind. But I'm Rhypi, for those of you that just met me. I do a lot of variety of different games, and I do these vertical streams to connect with you guys when I'm not playing games, especially right now that I work a full-time job, so I can't stream in the mornings or afternoons, besides when it's before or after my school time. So just a way for me to communicate with you guys. Because at the end of the day, just enjoy getting to know everyone. Because we all have our own stories, our own journeys that we like to share. So, and we all have our own hobbies that we enjoy. So if you want to chat about it, let me know. Hello. Hey Jace, how are you doing? Am I saying your name correctly, or let me know if I'm not? Salve, Jonas, obrigado. Hello, Jace. I'm heading to my mom's school. That I just got done with my teaching job, so we're just heading to hers, and you guys are here with me to chat with me and help me multitask, because I enjoy doing it. So just stuff I like to do. I'm doing well, Jace. Just like to get to know everyone that stops by, because I know some of you guys enjoy the gaming streams that I do or other people do. Some of us like being able to talk to the streamer more if I'm busy playing a game. If I'm focused on the boss fight, I may not be able to reach out right away. Stuff like that. So it's just one of those things that I want to have where you guys have more ways to communicate with me, in a sense. I know that some of us like being able to ask questions, but I know sometimes because of how busy the game is, or if I accidentally take a Z, that I won't be able to answer your questions right away. So for me, I play a lot of variety games, primarily strategies, MMOs, adventure, platforming, puzzle games. Sometimes I do other stuff because I do try it out in demo Thursdays or Friday, Sundays, or other times with me doing the A to Z challenge right now. So you never know what I'll be trying. It's just usually I don't do first-person shooters or horror games, but I try first-person shooters because I know a lot my audience is from other people's streams that do a lot of Call of Duty or Fortnite and stuff like that. So I try to understand the game so I can tell you guys what I enjoy about it and not enjoy about it, so you guys get my opinion for those of you that like hearing people's opinions. Hey Bruce, how are you doing? Welcome in. Do not talk about people like that. Because at the end of the day, we're about promoting each other achievements and success, not try to belittle someone in any way. So please do not do that on my channel. Besides that we're just getting to know you guys and as best as I can, and I have mods around, so if I'm not able to access it right away like just then, that I have given my mods permission to do different things as they need to, but because for me it's just one of those cases that I want to make sure that we keep it positive and stuff like that, that no need to bring any kind of negativity to the chat. But there's going to be some times that we bring it, but there's the right kind of negativity and the wrong kind of negativity. And I don't want the wrong kind of negativity being in the chat. So how's everyone's days going? That's in chat right now, because I know some of you guys aren't in chat right now. I was here earlier, and some of you guys might be wondering why I'm saying what I'm saying about the negativity. And do not worry about that. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, don't feel like you have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, just trying to help you guys out, because I know some of us have bad days and we need events about it. So don't be afraid to let me know if you're having a bad day and stuff like that, because that's natural for all of us, and we can try to cheer you up, but I know some of us, no matter what we say, may not cheer us up all the way. So just do what you can for yourself, and if there's something I can do to try to cheer you guys up in some way, I'll try. But I also understand if I can't, because it's just that kind of day that it's just not feeling today. That's okay. But as we're just chilling out, hanging out, for me, wise, that I did a pre-test with my students today to figure out what they know, because I want to kind of figure out what gaps they may have, because what my class is half of it is me trying to figure out what I need to go over with them, and I'll explain more in details once I'm officially hired, and not just in the limbo state of that I'm in between different positions right now. So that's why I'm not directly talking about my job of what exactly I do yet. because I don't want it to be I talk about it with you guys and I feel like I'm backtracking if I get asked once I officially am hired, if I'm like, you know what, we need you to be here, can you do this? And for me wise, I don't want to tell you guys and are like, wait, didn't you just say you was this? So that's why I be careful with that to try to help you guys out as best as possible. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just driving along our usual route to get to my mom's school. So at some point I'll end it because I'm getting closer to my mom's school at that point. That way I don't have to worry about anything for me, because I know right now I'm not on camera, so I'm not going to make anyone else be on camera that doesn't want to be on camera. So, and maybe in the future I'll have it where you guys see me instead of traffic. Who knows for sure, but for now I just like having it where I just talk to you guys through these streams and you guys get to see something besides just seeing what's ever around me. Because I know some people enjoy seeing the traffic, I know some of you guys enjoy seeing the person's face, but right now I'm not worried about showing that till later on. I haven't decided when that will be, and I don't know for sure when that will happen. So just in case you're wondering. But for me wise, when I do these streams, I usually put my phone down if I'm walking around somewhere, just because if I have it where you guys aren't seeing me, I don't want you to see other people, and people being upset that I'm showing who they are and stuff like that. Because there are some of us that don't mind being shown. Some of us is like, can you blur me out? If they find out that you're recording or streaming and stuff like that, and I completely understand. Because at the end of the day, some people do not want to be seen. So it just depends on how you want to do things. Because if you plan to do your streams in the future, that's one thing. If you're doing any kind of mobile stream, you have to keep that in mind, because that's why some people have forms that people fill out or have a QR code being like, hey, can you fill this out, verifying you're okay with me showing your face, especially if you're getting interviewed and stuff like that, because everyone has their own things that you have to follow to make sure that it's the best thing for you. So with that in mind, it's just one of those things to watch out for if you ever decide to do streaming yourself in the future, if you have the context to be able to do it. So we're just chilling out, hanging out, just trying to see if any of you guys ask questions, any of you guys talk about random stuff and stuff like that. But worst case scenario, I tell you that we're not going to answer that question, or that I'm like, huh, what do you mean by that? So I don't have to worry about assuming that I understand why you're asking that question or stuff like that, because there's not going to be everything that I know. Because I'm not going to claim that I know everything about the world or everything about Texas, even though I'm from Texas, because it doesn't make sense. Because yes, I know things about different places, but there's some parts of Texas I've never been to. So why would I claim to be an expert at? Expert or knowledgeable of something. Like, I can kind of say I'm an expert, but only for different parts of Texas, not everywhere in Texas, to say the least. Because even though I visited 3 of the 4 cities that people consider are the major cities, that doesn't mean I still know where all the small cities are. Or if you ask me if I know this town, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you I know that small town. Some of them I do, just because I've researched about it when I was trying to find a full-time job And some of them I'm like, I think I've seen it, but I don't remember exactly where that is. So I don't want it to be that I try to find a way of masking that. I'd rather be upfront and honest with you guys if it's something I don't know, because it helps. You guys teach me something sometimes, because even though I'm a teacher, doesn't mean that I can't be taught something. So at the end of the day, I enjoy being able to share that, because they're just the things that we can do to help each other out. I hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out. And if you're here for the first time and you're like, who am I? I'm Rhypi, where I'm a teacher when I'm working for my full-time job, and when I'm not, I do different content. Where on this channel, I do a lot of gaming content or virtual streams like you see right here. And on the other channels, I do music. On other channels, I have a talk channel where I talk about things in a more structured setting, and eventually having interviews that I'm wanting to do, and will be posted on that channel potentially, stuff like that. So just like to try to get to know everyone and stuff like that. Forgot to fill up a bottle of water before I started driving, so I have water on my way. Oops. Oh well. Arigato, Miss for still being around. Hope things are going good for you. But we're just chilling out, hanging out as best as we can. If you guys want to chat about stuff, feel free to do so. I just know I may not be able to respond right away, just depending on how traffic is and stuff like that, or what's going on around me. Then they're just trying to help you guys out as best as they can and stuff like that. But how's everyone doing that's hearing me right now? Just trying to decide what I want to talk about, since I'm not seeing much comments right now, and that's okay, because I know either you're lurking because you're on break, or you're catching me at work, but you're listening to me because you want to listen to something positive. For some of us, it could be that we're trying to support but can't be at the device to type something in because we're on the TV or whatnot. Who knows for sure what that is for you guys. But at the end of the day, for me, just trying to figure out what I want to talk about. And sometimes it helps when I have people that are asking me questions and stuff like that. Other times I know that we aren't quite sure what to expect. For me, wise, I just enjoy doing these streams because I never know who I'm gonna meet. That's the one good thing about YouTube or Twitch or TikTok. No matter which platform you're talking about, that is just a way to connect with people that you never would see in real life if they're not in the same state or same city as you, depending on how big your place is, or in other parts of the world, provinces, or country. At the end of the day, just want to help you guys as best as I can, but I also know that some of you guys just like to listen, and that's okay. And why I'm constantly going to be trying to think of thoughts is just after a work day, sometimes it takes me a moment just because of how tired I am. It happens. And like I'm still trying to decide what demo I'm gonna show you guys tonight, because I haven't had a chance to look at the library, because I normally do that on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when wasn't at work yet, and now that I have a job, don't have that time usually to look up jobs, because I usually am looking up jobs and then looking up different ideas for demos and other games that I want to eventually do for you guys. So it's just one of those interesting things. Indeed, Furrow. How are you doing? Meant to stop by after my stream, but I didn't even stay on my stream the whole time of being visible, in a sense. If you know what I'm talking about without saying the word. I need to cut it down at some point because of it. But we're just chilling out, hanging out. How's things going for you, Furrow? And how did the raid go last night with you guys? Because I see that Crafty got a bit more eye levels now. I mean, not eye levels, rating. I forget what it's officially called when it's the mythic score. If it's just called mythic score, or if it's a different name. I know at some point I need to do it, but I don't want to ask people that have already done it on their mains unless they're wanting to try it with me on one of their alts. Because I don't want to be inconvenienced for people. No worries, bro. I know I'll see you later when I do my evening stream if you're awake at that point. But don't feel like you have to be there just to be there. That I don't want to disturb your nap time. I understand that nap time is important. Oh, did you not get the cloak, or what was making you low level? Because if you was low level, I think I'm lower than you, so I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it. Yeah, remember I'm like 450 or 452 now, depending on, I don't remember offhand. If you look it up, I know you will see it, but because I know I told you that I'm on Radar IO, but I think I'm not even 460 yet. I mean 660, excuse me. I think I'm like 652, 53, somewhere around there. So you're better than me. But it could be that we always, while they're doing their thing, if we want to on Tuesday or something, if you let me know ahead of time that you want to try something together and us trying to find other people, we can always do that. Or if we know that she's trying to figure out what to do, tell her that we're thinking about doing, where we're doing things, and if she wants to do things on our alt character. Understand that, because I know she likes doing heroics. I just know for me wise, since I haven't had a chance to really do dungeons in a while, besides the few times I've done it that wasn't max level character, that I know if I'm healing, I need to get into the swing of how I want to heal again, because I haven't done it done really of healing other people besides when I'm doing world bosses, and I've been able to heal people just fine on the world bosses. But the problem is I'm still trying to figure out how to remind myself to shield myself, because I know people aren't watching out for things attacking me sometimes. Yeah, hopefully she does. I know sometimes she does Mondays, but it depends on what she's wanting to do, because I know lately her Mondays are on a different schedule than her everything else lately. So it just depends on what she's wanting to do. Because I'm not going to ask her to do it just so we can stream together and whatnot, because I'm not going to be a hindrance to someone. Eventually, I know we'll enjoy being able to do a run with her, but I know that she has her own priorities, as we both know. And that's, for me, is why it's like right now, just because I don't know everyone, I'm more doing stuff solo usually, because I know everyone has their own groups that they usually have and stuff like that, that I don't want it to be that I'm feeling like I'm forcing people to join me just because I'm wanting to do a group or whatnot. So I'm always just trying to see who's interested that day and stuff like that. I know eventually, if it gets popular enough that people are requesting join more often, that we don't have to do the LFGs of looking for the group kind of thing, that eventually I'll need to set it up like how Crafty has it, where you can sign up ahead of time and stuff like that. But I know not everyone plays. Yeah, indeed. And that's why, like I said, like when I'm available, I'm gonna try to see if she wants me to join, but I'm not gonna have it where I'm expecting her to say yes to me, and especially since I'm lower than you on the eye level. I know eventually, if I ever have it where I'm the same level, she'll ask me to come if I'm available that day. But if I'm not the correct eye level, I'm not gonna expect her to reach out to me and say, "Hey, you want to do this?" So, because I know for all my characters, I need to get the cloak and belt at some point, and I think there's another piece I need to get that's supposed to be available for all characters, right? So eventually I need to start working on that at some point, because I'm thinking about working on my Evoker and Monk to level 80 first, and then start working on getting gear with everyone, if I'm remembering everything correctly. And keep in mind, for those of you, I know we're talking about World of Warcraft right now, because this is another one of our World of Warcraft players that we sometimes play together from time to time when we're in someone else's stream. So we have different things that we think about sometimes. So I'm asking his input on things before he takes a nap. I know eventually he'll tell me he's resting. But if you guys want me to talk about stuff, feel free to let me know. For me, wise, I know that I eventually want to try to do different groups and stuff like that. But even if I'm not the one leading the group, I want to just help organize who's going to be there. It's like eventually I want to try other multiplayer games as well, to see if anyone's interested in playing it, especially if we want to showcase how good it can be as a multiplayer game and stuff like that. Like eventually it'd be cool to have a day where I'm asking anyone who wants to be part of Golf with Your Friends, for those of you that have that game, just to try it out and maybe do a map where it's just normal rules, and then maps where we do change everything and have fun of seeing who actually gets to go to the hole, because some shapes are harder than others. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. And that's why I like being able to do stuff for everyone that I can. but I know that sometimes it's not always easy because we all have different schedules and stuff like that, and stuff that we're wanting to do. So I don't want to ever feel like that I'm intruding on anyone's schedule. I know eventually someone will ask me to make a day that I want to do stuff, and you guys can see if you're available during that time. But I don't want it to be that I'm making someone change their plans just because I'm planning to do it at this time. And why I'm making so many characters. So I can have multiple healers, multiple tanks, multiple DPS, depending on what I need to be for the group, and understand how to play that character for each person, each tune or character, depending on how you want to describe it. That I need to be, because I know right now I have a couple of characters that I can make tanks. I just don't have separate gear for tanks yet. And I know in the past and I know someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but in the past I remember that you had to worry about, as for tanking wise, you need to have a lot of dodge, parry, block, and a couple other things. No worries at all. Especially since when I'm not playing World of Warcraft, I know I play a lot of single player games, so it's kind of hard to join me on other games. But that's why eventually, like anytime I do multiplayer games, if someone eventually wants to join me, we can always discuss how we want to do it at some point and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I want it to be that we can have fun and not just stress out. Hey Anderson, how you doing? Welcome in. But at some point, depending on when you see the streams, it may be a shorter length than it shows right now, because I need to trim the parts that I didn't do anything. But thank you for stopping by, Anderson. Have a good one, Furrow, if you're about to take your nap. Enjoy your rest, to say the least. I'll see you the next time I see you. But for everyone else, if you want to chat about random stuff, feel free to let me know, and we can chat about it. I said in about 20 to 30 minutes, I might be ending this stream once I'm closer to my mom's school. That way I don't have to worry about my mom being on camera when I know she's not wanting to be on camera at the moment. So, just trying to respect my mom's wishes. But how's everyone doing that's currently in chat? For me, I'm doing well. Getting used to being on my feet, so my feet aren't hurting as much, especially my heels, because my heels, at one point when I was doing cross country, I fell downhill first. I never asked an athletic trainer to look at it, so it's always been a stressful moment still. No worries. No worries, Furrow. Yeah, in 3 hours from now, I'll be doing some kind of demo. I just can't tell you what demo yet. But enjoy your snacks and naps. Oh. Excuse me on the yawns, if you heard it. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just getting to us, that we're just chatting about random stuff and just figuring out the flow based on what you guys want to talk about. So feel free to let me know if there's something you want to talk about. Feel free to say hi if you haven't already, so I get to know who each of you guys are watching me are. So if I see you guys again, it's like, oh, welcome back. Because I like getting to know everyone. at the end of the day, I just enjoy showing positivity, whether it's just to say, oh, hello there, or welcome back, or good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time zone, if I remember what time zone you're in. Just different things like that you never know what someone needs, and sometimes just hearing a hello or a different kind of greeting helps you guys out along the way. At the end of the day, that's just what I do. Even if I know some people look at me, it's like, why are you that worried about it? And the short answer is, because I care. Because I know that some of us have good mental strength or mental health, however you want to joke about the terminology. Some of us, that it's one that's always a struggle for us. So I have to make sure I help you guys out as best as I can to help everyone in the future. Gonna be yawning to catch my oxygen. Or try not to think about me wanting to get something to drink water-wise or soda-wise, since I don't have any in the car right now. At some point when I have more money, and since I'll be getting paid at some point in the future, that hopefully I'll be able to start having stuff so I don't have to be like, am I parched? Am I not parched? I need to fill up my water bottle before I leave school. Stuff like that, to say the least. It's just one of those things that's definitely enjoyable to say regardless. I hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and chatting about random stuff as I think about it, or I see you guys talking about it in chat. What do I want to talk about now? I knew the humming was gonna happen soon. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum, dun dun dun, da da da, da da da, da da da, da da, dun 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 dun, bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Hey, Dank, what's the word for you two? And that we're just chilling out, hanging out, just on my way to my mom's school as I'm heading out from my workplace, because I can't remember if you've been in my late streams, but I do have a full-time job now, so I've been enjoying doing a full-time job again. Just sometimes means I'm super tired in the evenings, as some of you guys have noticed. And so yeah, just trying to do these streams so you guys get a chance to talk to me, so if I am tired, I can't even feel like I can do a gaming stream, that I can at least tell you guys that I've tried to do a morning and evening stream. And whoa, thanks becoming a member. Bam 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 bam. Did not expect that. Dang, appreciate that. And then even on the gold member, wowza. Well, I haven't seen anyone do gold membership besides one other person lately, ever since I changed the memberships. Thank you, Dank. I know at some point I need to start actually asking you guys. Yeah, I know you did. I just always don't expect it, especially when you guys decide to do the other tiers besides the tier that's at the lowest, because I know that some of us have money, some of us it just depends on what's going on, stuff like that. So I never want you guys to worry if you need to change your tier for a month. because things are tight or you can't do it at all. I don't want that to be. Wowza. Thank you, Dank. Bum, 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 bum. It took me a second to realize that you did it for the gold because I'm just using just saying welcome to the members. And I'm sure it makes you laugh that I'm slightly choked up by it because I'm always not expecting it, no matter what kind of donation, what kind of memberships, those of you that gift memberships, that I just appreciate everyone's support because I know eventually once I'm able to give back to you guys by doing giveaways, by doing raffles and stuff like that, I know some of you guys will enjoy being able to see it in nice shows. That's at the end of the day, just trying to figure out how I can help you guys, or those of you that if I have it where I do giveaways, like I'll pay 1 month of your World of Warcraft subscription or something like that. And they just always enjoy what you guys can do, and even if you're only able to be here and just liking and commenting and chatting and stuff like that, I appreciate you guys as well, because at the end of the day it just gives me a chance to get to know everyone, because we're all unique in some way. Yes, some of us have similar qualities, but there's something along the way we realize that is different from the person that is similar to us. It's just one of those cases that I just try to help cheer you guys up when I can, or help make you where you guys are excited to be here and stuff like that. That's all I can ask, is just be yourself. Sometimes I might have to ask you guys to, if it's the wrong kind of negativity, like what happened earlier in this stream, that I'm like, we're not gonna do that kind of negativity. Because at the end of the day, if we have negativity, it's because we're trying to process our emotions, or if we're mad at ourselves and need help calm you guys down, and you let me know. But there's the wrong kind of negativity where you're like, why are you saying that? Why did you write that? What makes you think that's okay to ask? Stuff like that. Just figuring out what I can do to help everyone. How's everyone doing in chat? If I haven't had a chance to hear from you guys, feel free to say hi. Feel free to let me know how you're doing. And thank, if you're still here, don't forget to tell me how you're doing, because I know you told me by giving me the membership, I know you're excited being able to do that. But how's everything else for you? But I hope everyone's just doing what they can, helping out if we're able to, or if we like to do that, because I know some of us like being to ourselves, and that's fun. That's cool too. But those of us that want to help, hopefully you're able to help and stuff like that, in whatever way you're able to, whether it's helping someone across the street because you see they're struggling to walk, whether it's the case that you see that someone dropped something, you're able to be like, hey, you've got this. Because you never know, it may say just because they you help them not forget something. You never know what someone needs. At the end of the day, that's all we can do is just see what we can do to help. Even if sometimes it's like, can I help? And you're never quite sure sometimes, especially when you can tell someone to give you the look of, talk to me, don't talk to me. Indeed, Dank. Yeah, I know a lot of us that do like to help. We enjoy doing that. I just know for me, I always want to say thank you to all you guys, no matter how big or small it is, because I know that you thought about it. About it before you did it. I know that everyone has their own budget. So to see that I'm part of someone's budget, it's cool to say, even if it's just for 1 month. That I just enjoy being able to see that. Just trying to figure out how to do things. And I know on the mobile streams, there's no way for me to put a donation tracker and show you, have it where you guys can see it and stuff like that. So I can't even make a message on my end unless I had a second phone or a second device, but workplace, because I'm not going to log into my work laptop for YouTube and stuff like that. Work and doing stuff for YouTube/other social media devices I don't consider anything on social media my work. I consider it my passion or hobby, depending on how you want to define it. And I enjoy trying to catch up on everyone's streams when I can. I know sometimes I'll have to watch it later because, like right now, because I'm teaching now, I can't be there on a regular basis now, to say the least. I know in the past I was able to be there on a lot of people's streams, and I know some people will wonder why I haven't been there, especially if they haven't been in my streams, to hear that I have a full-time job now. That's, you know, some people get upset, but at the end of the day, I know that there's only so much I can do. But I will just try to support everyone the best as I can. At the end of the day, I know that people will appreciate it. Exactly. I'm not gonna just try to have it and build a program just to make sure that everyone sees that I said hi to them if they're streaming, because then it doesn't represent that I'm actually there. Because especially if they're asking me a question or asking me to help moderate because I'm a moderator for them, it does not help them. I know some people joke that's why you make a separate thing for just that kind of content, but why would you make a separate content just channel for that? It just doesn't make sense in the long run. And just give you guys a heads up, this is where sometimes I lose connection, so just give you guys a heads up if that happens. I'll be closing the stream shortly if that happens. But hopefully it doesn't. I'm able to give you guys the usual outro speech. we'll just give you guys a heads up. It's about 2 to 4 minutes before then, depending on how traffic is. Yo, welcome in as we're gonna be wrapping up soon. How's it for you? Hope things are going well for you. And sorry that I missed your messages last night. Because if I remember, you messages around midnight. So apologies for missing your messages. Because there's a lot of you guys I missed on my stream yesterday, and you guys know why. But like I said, I was trying to keep track of who all I missed, just so if I did see you guys in one of my other streams, I can be like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Because eventually I'm gonna be cutting the content, so your chat is not always gonna be visible because of it. So I wanted to make sure that I recognize all you guys. I know that some of you guys appreciate when I'm recognizing you guys, and some of you guys are like, you don't have to say it. You're not supposed to know that I was in your stream if you wasn't paying attention at that point. I know that's what some of you guys will say. Yeah, me still getting used to my new job as well. That's every time you start a new full-time job, it kind of makes everything else feel like second fiddle sometimes. But we'll go ahead and catch you guys later tonight. We'll be doing Demo Thursday. Do not know what game it is yet, so stay tuned. In about 3 hours, I'll know what we're playing. But I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this stream. I'll see you guys tonight or tomorrow, depending on if you're going to be at my vertical stream or my gaming stream. See you guys next time. Peace. And I would say volume warning if we're on the right thing. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.